Hey, it's Moody here, helping you to fish smarter, not harder. In this blog post, we're going to take a closer look at the coral trout, which is considered to be one of the best table fish in Australia. I'm also going to show you one of my favourite recipes for cooking trout. But first, I'm going to head out with my mate Ruffy to catch a few, and then we're going to come back and show you how to cook it. We're going to be using jigs and strip baits to catch these fish, so join us for some of the action. Just dropping down some slow pitch jigs, having a bit of a fun on a new little isolated shoal. I think it might be a trout, this one again. Caught a few of those. This one's given up the ghost, which is a general trait of the trout, and sure enough, another nice little trout.
Well done, mate.
Out here in the deeper water they get a lot more orange or rosy than the ones you get around the bommies. Sometimes all it takes is the switch to be triggered and on they come. With the trout, sometimes you'll sit there for 5-10 minutes.
I don't know if it's a trout or a cod.
Okay, might be a nice trout, I reckon. Going by that.
It's a ripper trout. It's a bar cheek monster.
Wow.
Nice.
Lovely.
He's the trout king. Uh-oh.
That's a nice one.
Here we go again.
Oh no. The rot started.
The rot started already.
I didn't say a word. You know the truth. It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
You know the truth.
The rot has
I'll
started.
let you go first.
Smelly bait fisherman. At least I got mine on a jig.
You can have it.
You're accusing him of cheating now.
Oh yeah, little bar cheek. Another bar cheek on the slow pitch jigging. Trout just love these jigs. He wasn't hooked very well. He's just legal size, so we might take him for dinner. The smaller with trout, the better, really. The less chances of ciguatera. And this one, the bar cheek trout, is more of an inshore, inner islands trout, and they don't really suffer from ciguatera at all. It's mainly the ones out around the reefs. Nice trout.
So we're going to cook one of these up for dinner tonight?
Probably should, eh?
Let's do a catch and cook.
Yeah, we can do that.
This is going to be the one. This is going to be the one we're going to cook tonight. Lead him first.
Get him on the ice.
Get him on the ice very shortly.
We'll spread some ice over them shortly. The cold sucks all the blood out of the veins and the meat back into the organs. Take the sides off. Lovely.
When you fillet the fish and you put them in ice, when it comes time to filleting the fish, and they've been in the ice for a while, it sets a fine film of fat between the skin and the flesh of the fish. That's why it makes it easier to skin the fish.
Well, we'll find out later.
Yeah.
There you go. The rough knows a few things or two.
I used to actually fillet fish, believe it or not, for a living when I was 17 down the coast, where I used to live.
Where?
Where I grew up down there in the fish shops.
Oh, wow.
That's how I learnt that. Can't be true! Oh, and it's another stonker trout for the rough man. Blow me, Ryan.
Oh, I put you in the best spot. I put you on the sand.
Oh, here
Look.
we go. Look, here comes the excuses. Come on, come up some more.
This. Oh.
And you were complaining a minute ago that I put you on.
You can have your whip tail because you'll get your ass handed to you.
You were complaining because I put you on the sand, and I said that's where the trout are.
There you go.
And where are the trout? Yeah, it's only a bit of bait. Don't worry.
Yeah, look at the difference.
Oh, give it a break. Can't take him anywhere.
No, can't take him anywhere.
The day's not over.
Go again.
God, I'm sick of couching them. Trout. Trout.
Well, it's been a big day. I think I can take the hint. Now we're going to head back in and cook one of these delicious little fish up. Now here we are in the kitchen with one of the fish we caught earlier. I'm going to show you how we cook it, one of the ways we cook it. This one is going to be with crumbs and salad. That's how my wife likes it cooked, but we put a few flavours in the crumbs basically, and also while we're cooking it. That's another one of the secrets as well. So it's just something that we've played with over the years. But first off, I've got to debone the fish. We filleted it outside earlier, so I'm just going to show you how to take the bones out before we get started. Now with deboning, run your finger along the backbone line until you get up near the rib cage, and you'll feel the first one up here. Okay, I can feel the first bone there now, and they run along that same centre line as the backbone. So when you feel the first one, put your knife down just past it and slice out one side of the backbone and then the other side from there. Cut out another V and cut that slither out, and you can feel all the bones in there. But always just check it, make sure you can't feel any more bones, and also roll it over and have a look down on the bottom of the rib cage area here and just trim any sinew off there and just feel for any bones that might have been left around the rib cage. But that one's all good. So once we've taken that strip of bone out, we continue down the middle, cut it down the middle like so, and then we cut it into nice bite-sized manageable pieces on an angle like that. We'll get a few out of that one. Cut this one in half on the angle. There we go. So we cut all our fish up like that, get it all prepped and ready for crumbing. With the breadcrumbing process, what we have here is I've made a batter out of an egg and about just under 1/4 cup of milk, beaten it together. Our breadcrumbing mixture is standard breadcrumbs mixed in with some herb and garlic breadcrumbs. And what I also like to do is just add a little pinch of garam masala and also a little bit of turmeric. Turmeric's so good for you and it gives just that little bit of a orange look. So what we're going to do is just stir that up a little bit more, and we're going to use that as our breadcrumbing mixture. So first off, I'll grab a fork. Just give that a good mix. Then what you do, grab your fish, all into nice bite-sized or meal-sized pieces, into the batter, and straight over into the crumb. Sprinkle a few crumbs over it, push it down. Do that a few times either side. And done. So go through, finish them all off like that, and then we'll chuck them in the pan and add a few little flavours in there while we're cooking them. Okay, we've just finished crumbing the fish, so we're going to put that in the fridge for a little while we make the salad. By putting it in the fridge for 10 or 15 minutes before you cook it, just helps that batter and that stick out a little bit better. So off in the fridge for this for a little while. Now for the salad, this is just a quick and easy one we knock up at home. We're just going to buy the Aussie salad mix, some lettuce leaves, some spinach, chip all that in. Then simply we add a few extra ingredients. First one being some olives, chopped olives. Chuck them in. Some chopped asparagus.
Yep.
And this is the marinated asparagus, by the way. Then some cherry tomatoes, chopped in half. Whoops, telling my fisherman. And then some artichoke. A couple of artichokes chopped in half, in bits and pieces. And also what we like to do is grab a bit of that artichoke marinade and just spread that over, put a few spoonfuls over there as well. And then some red onion, very, very finely chopped. Spread that in there. Okay, now next we chuck in a bit of penne pasta. We've cooked the pasta before. A few sprinkles of olive oil. A little bit of a shake around. Tell them a fisherman. A bit of a shake around. Pour them in. Get rid of that. And then lastly, the feta. Just open it up, break out a bit, and just crumble it up into pieces, little broken pieces. About 1/3 of a block nearly. Now after the feta, finally, a fair bit of salt and pepper. Quite a bit on there. More pepper than salt, that is. A little bit of salt. And now, simply mix it all around. Now, you can also add a little bit of vinegar, balsamic vinegar, or white vinegar if you want a little bit extra dressing on your salad. So there we are, nice, quick, easy chef's salad. That's the salad, so now we're going to move over and finish cooking this fish up. Now what I've done, I've put a mixture of half butter, half olive oil, so we're going to shallow fry it in a skillet. So I've got that going now, it's just heated up nicely. So we're going to start adding the fish. Hopefully should just squeeze all these in. Give them about 2.5 minutes one side, and then I'm going to turn them over. And then when I turn them over, I always like to add some lemon juice and a little bit of balsamic vinegar over them while they're cooking in the pan. So we're just going to wait till that happens, turn them over, and give them a dose of that stuff. Now I've just rolled the fish over, so now I'm just going to squeeze some lemon juice while they're still cooking. And also dash the balsamic vinegar. It'll make it look a little bit dark, but the flavour is awesome. Just a dash of pepper, again, not too much. Give it another minute. So 2 minutes the first side, then roll them over, and no more than 2 minutes the second side. Okay, they're all done now, so straight onto the plate, and there you have it. Some beautiful golden crumb coral trout. A little bit of flavour to it, for those people who love a bit of flavour with their fish. So if you enjoyed this little tip and you'd like to see more, subscribe to our YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, or if you want some special tips that I only send out via email, head on over to our website www.moodyfishing.com and sign up to join our free fishing community. Get into the great outdoors, keep fishing smarter, and I'll see you next time. And I'm hungry at the moment, so I'll see you later.
On the sand.
Sorry, Moody.
Oh, get out of it. I'm on the sand. Bug here. Ducky.
Oh, no.
I suppose you got to get me back sometime, eh?
All the time. All the time.
You say I taught you too well.
That's exactly right. Wow.
Nice.
Gorgeous coral trout. Look at it.
I'll kiss him again.